The Albuquerque Police Department is now at the center of a firestorm of controversy and emotion following a recent deadly shooting in the foothills.
Now, the Police Oversight Task Force is expected to talk about this morning. They'll be meeting at 11:30. The task force will be calling for an investigation of the shooting of James Boyd, and it wants this investigation to be independent of the one from the police department and the district attorney's office. As we've been telling you, police say they shot Boyd after he argued with them for hours and threatened them with knives. Helmet cam video from police looks like it shows Boyd turning away from investigators as he was shot. We are not showing you that this morning. James Boyd died the very next morning. And the Boyd shooting has also sparked a community meeting with the Department of Justice. Activists and family members of people shot by APD will be meeting with federal investigators tomorrow afternoon at their offices downtown. The community group asked for the meeting to express concerns and get an update on the investigation that's been going on for nearly a year and a half. This meeting will be closed to the public. Also this morning, a T-shirt with an anti-APD slogan is causing a lot of controversy. APD normally stands for Albuquerque Police Department, but on this shirt, the letters mean another person dead. It is a sharp dig at the department's history of police shootings, more than 3 dozen in just a few years. A local designer created the shirt and is selling them for $15 online. He says a third of the proceeds will go to a mental health charity, but whatever's left, well, that goes to him and the company selling it. Police Union President Stephanie Lopez there is calling the shirt's message disheartening and saying the designer is trying to turn tragedy into a profit. The designer says it's an artistic statement.
That's what art is. It makes you uncomfortable. It makes you think. It holds you in that space to review what's going on.
I'm pretty disappointed that somebody would take advantage of somebody's misfortune to try to make a profit off of it.
The slogan on the shirt certainly isn't new. Mike Gomez here also used it. He's an APD protester whose unarmed son was shot and killed by officers 3 years ago.
The raw video of the Foothills shooting has spread across the globe thanks to the web. The latest count shows it's gotten at least 142,000 hits on YouTube. Actually, I think it's closer to 160,000. The video is generating a flood of extremely negative comments against APD. While there are some that support the officers who shot Boyd, the vast majority are harshly critical of them. News 13 wanted to know what Governor Susana Martinez had to say about the shooting. She says she has watched the lapel video several times. Here is her response.
I can certainly understand why people would be concerned, and so I think that's why it's more important for there to be a thorough investigation of what led to the call and the steps of every single officer that was present.
The governor says she can't give an opinion on the chief calling the shooting justified because he may know more knowledge about the case than has been released to the public. We will continue to closely cover the Boyd case on KRQE News 13. For the latest updates, you can also check out our website, krqe.com.
State police continue to investigate a police shooting in Los Lunas. This is a follow-up to a story we first told you about yesterday morning. Los Lunas police spotted a stolen car and pulled the driver over late Sunday night. When the two officers went up to the car, they say Russell Werner pointed an assault rifle at them, so the officers fired. Werner's at the UNM hospital recovering this morning. Investigators haven't said how many times he was shot or how badly he was hurt, but they do say he faces a number of charges once he gets out of the hospital. And we now know the name of the man who shot a police dog last week and then shot and killed himself. Dale Lucien is an ex-con with a long criminal history. Police were responding to a call about a suspected thief inside of a large industrial park here on San Pedro. This is early Friday morning. Then they sent Rico, the canine here, inside, and they say Lucien shot the dog 3 times. Rico is recovering at home with his handler. Lucien was later found dead, and police say it looks like he killed himself.
The city of Rio Rancho will be getting some much-needed help to fix a big problem.
Now, the state is giving the city more than $1 million to fix some old water lines, a lot of old water lines. City spokesperson says Rio Rancho has 14,000 aging pipes that are up to 25 years old, and they often leak. These old pipes have wasted more than 14.5 million gallons of water. In just 1 year, crews worked on more than 800 leaks. The city blames the developer for using polybutylene water lines that become brittle and crack when they get old. The money from the state should pay to replace about 600 lines, but that still leaves more than 13,000 old ones.
Well, their water rates will keep going up. That's about as big an inconvenience as you can have. And presumably we could have water restrictions.
A water rate increase that was approved last year is expected to generate about $5 million to fix more pipes in the next 5 years.